Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Doctor Who Reviews and More, a video update. Well, I have going around on YouTube for a couple of minutes ago, and I found a video that Doctor Who isn't a time travel show. And it was Doctor Who YouTuber fan, Doctor Who fan 91, that announced that. Well, let me tell you a question or ask you a question. The Doctor are from a planet called Gallifrey. And the question is, why does these people that lives on Gallifrey call themselves Time Lords? And why do they have this machine called a TARDIS that can go through space and time? Yeah. And well, also, the Daleks. How can the Daleks, these creatures that are in a metallic body, call themselves the Daleks, uh, go to the 1940s, the 1950s, or 1930s, or 800? Yeah. And well, Captain Jack. He met the ninth Doctor and Rose in the 1940s. Yeah, the Second War. Yeah. How did the Doctor and Rose and Captain Jack go to the 1940s if it's not a time travel show? And the answer to that question is Doctor Who is a time travel show. Yeah. You know that the Doctor goes back in time to the 70s, 60s, the 1940s, the 1930s, 20s, or 1800. Yeah. And also the Doctor goes into the future. Yeah. So why did the Doctor go to the planet Skaro? That's in the future. If he don't have a time machine, how can the Doctor go to that planet to the future? And what kind of a machine is the TARDIS if it's not a time travel show? Yeah. And the answer to that question is the TARDIS is a time machine and a spaceship. Yeah. Because the TARDIS can go into space, and it can materialize on spaceships, space stations, planets, the moon. Yeah. And also the Doctor goes back in time. So how can the Doctor go to the year 2000 or the 70s or the 90s and pick up some companions if it's not a time travel show? Yeah. So you Doctor Who fan 91, you call yourself a fan, but you don't, you know, You don't have any experience with the Doctor, no, because you say Doctor Who isn't a time travel show. Yeah, well, you know that Captain Jack had this spaceship. In series 1, you saw he shows Rose and the Ninth Doctor, this spaceship. Yeah, that was a time ship that can go back in time and into the future, and yeah. So also, you don't have any experience with the Doctor and the TV show Doctor Who. No. Because you say that this isn't a time travel show, and the answer to that question is Doctor Who is a time travel show. Yeah, because the Doctor can go in time and space, both to the future and back in time, into the past. Yeah. So why? Well, why are people uploading videos about Doctor Who and they don't know about Doctor Who? Who knows? So, you see the episode Genesis, yeah, Genesis of the Daleks. Yeah, you see that the Doctor got a bracelet from the Time Lords, and well, this bracelet let the Doctor and Harry and Sarah go to Skaro, where the Daleks are. And you see that they meet for the first time Davros. So the question is, how did the Doctor and Sarah and Harry get to that planet and that time? An answer to that question, that bracelet that the Doctor got from the Time Lord was actually a time bracelet. Yeah. And well, and do you think, Doctor Who fan 91, that the Daleks and the Cyberman comes from the planet Earth? No. The answer to that question is that the Daleks are from Skaro, a planet far, far into the future, and the Cyberman is from another planet that's far, far into the future as well. Yeah. And how can the TARDIS come to a space station or a spaceship or the moon? And the answer to that question is that the TARDIS is also a spaceship. Yeah. So so answering to all the question is Doctor Who is a time show, time travel show. Yeah. Well, William Hartnell went in back in time to Western when you see some cowboys in one of the episodes. I think it calls the gunfighters. The gunfighters. Yeah, I think that's the episode they went back to Western. Yeah, And well, also, yeah, also the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith plays the 11th Doctor. And Amy and Rory and, River Song, they went back also to Western time in the Wild Wild West. Yeah, I believe it was in series 6, the 6th series. A town called Mercy. Yeah. So how can the Doctor go to the Wild Wild West back in the 18th century if the TARDIS isn't a time machine and the show isn't a time travel show? And the answer to that question is Doctor Who is a time travel show. Yeah. So the machine that the Doctor has, called the TARDIS, boom, is a time machine also. Yeah. It's a spaceship and a time machine combined into one. Yeah. And the master. Yeah. How can the master show up in every places there where the Doctor is? And the answer to that question is, the master is also a time lord, and he's also from Gallifrey, and he also have a time machine. That's why. Yeah. So how many points did Doctor Who fan 91 get? 0 points. All right, I hear you. So don't say that Doctor Who isn't a time travel show. Don't say it, because Doctor Who is a time travel show. That's why he have the TARDIS. Yeah. He goes into the past, many years into the past, maybe 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years into the past, or maybe it goes 100 or 200 or a million years into the future. Yeah. So that's it for now. Doctor Who reviews and more video update. And as the fourth Doctor used to say, you, Doctor Who fan 91, will never get a jelly baby. And hashtag Doctor Who is a travel show, time travel show. Hashtag Doctor Who is a time travel show. Yeah. Bye.